This is Archer Creek rest area, and that's Highway 1 just up there. And Archer Creek rest area is about 15 k's to the west of Ravenshoe, or it's spelt the same way, or you could say it's Ravenshoe, because that's how it's spelt. But anyhow, we're stuck here, not stuck, we're here. We pulled in overnight. We got pulled up on when we were on the road. Some bloke came over to CB saying we've got no lights. So I thought that was unusual because I hadn't long checked them. Anyhow, we checked it. We pulled over where we could and checked them again, and sure enough, we don't have any brake lights. We don't have brake lights on the truck or the caravan. And not having any brake lights on the truck, the fuses are okay, but the brake light switch has got power in but no power out. And of course the electric brakes for the caravan then don't get activated. So yeah, we might be stuck here for a couple of days as roadside assist. They're still trying to organise what to do and who to contact and that sort of thing. And the nearest deal to here is Cairns, or the second nearest is Townsville. Heading west, the nearest one is Darwin. So it's got to go back for warranty. So we're trying to sort all that out. So we might be stuck here for a couple of days till they work out what to do. And my money's on a brake light switch that's failed. But I shouldn't jump to conclusions, because remembering we had the truck for 10 days and the wiring burnt out in it. And then they had to replace the ABS unit, or anti-lock braking system unit on it. So yeah, who knows, but we'll find out eventually. Well, they came out and fixed the truck. By the way, this is an aerial view of Archer Creek rest area. Beautiful spot. Anyhow, they came out and they fixed the truck. Not exactly sure how. The brake light switch was disconnected and then reconnected, and then a fuse blew after that. Replaced the fuse and everything started working again. But like I said, we had power to the switch. He checked the fuses when he first came out, and then he did the brake light switch, and then the fuse blew after that, and he put a new fuse in and everything, reconnected the brake light switch, and everything seems to be working. For how long, we don't know. But anyhow, enjoy the rest of the aerial view of Archer Creek rest area. And if you're in the vicinity on the beginning of the Savannah Way, this is one beautiful stop with toilets, creek in the background, and a beautiful grassy area, fairly level and flat, and a beautiful place to stop. Here we are at Mount Surprise Planet Earth Caravan Park. Yep. And it's fairly open, it's very laid back. And Russell's the character that runs it, and he is a character. You just can't help but like him. Plastic. Ralphie here spotted another dog.
No pulling. Achoo. No. Ralph.
So we'll just have a sniff now. Anyhow, we're going to the bakery and we're going to have a cup of coffee and a vanilla slice, I think.
This. His mother was Bull Arab Crossbred Healer.
Ralphie's found a friend.
His father was a Brutal Cross Spaniel. Oh wow. Has got everything in, but he's got the Brutal non-shedding.
Very oh yeah, so no fur. Oh, she's got
Burn some energy off, which would be really good. The Savannah landed train. A few dents in the front. Spare carriage there. In the park across the road. The sign there says welcome to Mount Surprise, home of the Savannah Lander train. It was in here last night. We've got a museum with this squeaky roof. Bit of a display, all a day's work for a railway builder. Some of the tools have seen better days.
Carries.
It goes from
Cairns.
I don't think it does go from Cairns. Set out the front there. It goes to Forsyth.
Cairns to Forsyth to here.
Mariba. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it only goes to Mariba.
I'm going to take it back, so that's not that noise.
Yeah. Yeah, back in the old days, the copper mines here used to go from Cairns to Forsyth, but I believe it only goes from Mariba to Forsyth now, and it's just a tourist railway. This is where they do the maintenance. One of the carriages there is in for maintenance at the moment.
There you go, Rex.
The train passes through on Thursday at 12:15 p.m. westbound for Forsyth. If you'd like a short day trip, trains please inquire at Discovery Holiday Parks, Mount Surprise. The eastbound trains arrives on Friday at 2 p.m. Stays overnight here and departs for Cairns Saturday. Yeah, so I was telling me that the bridges are out between Mariba and Cairns. Wouldn't be a bad way to spend a day or 2 days.
Yeah.
Nice big tree here next to the park.
Strangler fig.
Strangler fig.
So the root system's coming off the branches,
Yeah.
hitting the ground and anchoring the tree.
Yeah.
So it'll end up with a wide girth, like diameter.
Go out this way.
Come on.
Yeah, would have loved to have done a train trip, but yeah, not to be. The Mount Surprise Cemetery. Unite and recover COVID works of Queensland, delivering jobs for Queensland. So I'm hoping the fence, it was just the fence that was the COVID works. Go inside to the old cemetery and have a look around. I'm not a big fan of cemeteries, but there's a lot of history in this town. A lot of old timers. In loving memory of Thora Maria Gallagher, died 23rd of April 1916. Oh, no, that's sad. Aged 7 months and 3 weeks. That's sad. Sorry, I'm gonna finish up this section of the video because that was just so sad, and I think I'll leave this section here. Thank you. One thing that puzzles me about this town of Mount Surprise, when you look around, it's as flat as a shit carter's hat. So if there was a mountain here, I suppose it would be a surprise. But anyhow, that's it. What a nifty idea. Your stories matter. Your memories and experiences are also part of the Shire's rich heritage. And there's all these prompts, so you line yourself with the camera, push the button when you're ready to record. Oh shit. Ah, there we go. iPad unavailable. Alright. Well, it was a good idea. There. Free Wi-Fi is accessible through your own device. Since the free Wi-Fi is dependent on solar energy, there is no access to it at night or when the weather is poor. Yeah, probably that's why it's unavailable. It's cloud cover. Use surrounding prompts. Anyhow, they want you to sit there and tell you what you think of the place, why you'd come back, what was your favourite memory. And it's not just this town, but the whole Shire. Yeah. This is Mount Surprise. What a good idea. Yeah. Here we are at Undara Lava Tubes Resort. And we've just come around the back here. We're a bit early for our tour, so we thought we'd have a walk around. And this is the club area. Gift shop up there and dining area. They've done all these old trains up, the old red rattlers we used to call them. And yeah, seats are all the same. When I was a kid, a wee little kid, we used to travel from Brisbane to Sydney, and up there where you put the ports, you used to put a blanket up there and I'd sleep up there on the overnighter. Yeah. It's quite a large area, so they obviously cater for a large amount of people.
Decided that they wanted better communication with the northern parts of Australia and beyond, and put in a telegraph line. there was a race between Queensland and South Australia to make it to the Northern Territory, where there was a line coming that they had to meet up with. Queensland didn't win the race, so they didn't get paid for all of their hard work, unfortunately. But if you look at it on the right hand side, just passing me now, that's one of those telegraph poles. And this one you'll see has sections. So it breaks down into 3 sections, and that's for ease of transport on horseback. Parks have done a beautiful job of, oops, sorry, you're right, doing this sign for us, painting the savannah and the forest. You guys are seeing it in real life. The semi-evergreen vine thicket and the savannah. Now the savannah, as I told you, needs fire to thrive and survive. The rainforest does not. It's fire sensitive.
It's a decent walk. You've got a bit of grass up there. Drive up the mountain.
It's the largest single waterfall.
The bunya was used actually for bunya festivals up in the
Okay.
the bunya trees were used for flower as well.
Yeah.
You know, the big,
Yep.
big cones.
You did the one at Carragina, right? You did the one at Carragina.
Up here. Now how did this happen? So I said that there's 164 volcanoes in the province. Blows my mind every time I come down here. It's wow. So spectacular.
Go back and get a shot from
Back a bit further. Please feel free to come down past me. I'll just stand up here so there's more room for you guys.
Thank you. Makes more noise.
So something really interesting happened here. When you're looking straight ahead, you'll notice that it didn't just go straight. It's tried to go off to the right, and it's then gone around to the left. What do you reckon has stopped it from continuing forward here? That tree? Isn't it? That roof, it's like an artwork in itself. There's so many beautiful places in Australia. I only think that, like, more tourists see more than most Australians do. I reckon.
Yeah,
They go and they research, find all their
Exactly.
absolutely.
You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, you live in such a..." No, we live here, you know,
Yeah.
so you don't go.
Yeah, particularly when you live somewhere, you don't tend to go and explore too much, do you?
Not close, no.
No, not close. No. We go overseas for exploring.
Do we? We do. Absolutely.
Keep threatening to us.
We don't try. We wondered that.
Yeah.
How deep it is.
Yeah. But look how clear it is. Wow.
Now we can't swim, but if anyone wants to get their feet wet, by all means, take your shoes off and get your feet in there, and they'll feel like baby's feet.
Oh.
Beautiful mineralised water. Lovely for you. I'll come down and shine my torch down there for you all. So it goes around about another Yeah. Beautiful clear rainwater. The blue colour that you're seeing is the reflection from the tree leaves. Through the
You can take your boots off.
No.
Around the corner and how far?
About 30 metres maybe? Yeah, not very far.
And is there any marine life in it?
No marine life, no.
When the light shines out as well.
I was talking to that man, I thought it was you standing behind me.
That was lovely, wasn't it?
Wasn't it gorgeous? I'm glad I wore the shoes I wore now. Ferns over there, this thing.
Over there. Yeah.
That's it. I went down to Tassie to it's a national park. I think it starts with an F.
Yeah, I like Ravenshoe because the tonight.
Yep. Unreal, hey? So down the back you'll see this little opening. Yeah. That's actually a little back flying around. That's actually about 4 metres wide and 4 metres deep. And it goes through about 14 metres and then it opens up on the other side into a chamber bigger than this one.
Gosh, really?
Yeah.
But still closed.
No, it's open. So when the water isn't in here, we will walk into there.
Oh wow.
Yeah. You wouldn't when you it's so black when you get back. Yeah. Amazing.
How deep is it?
So I reckon at the back there, it's probably at the opening about 2.5 metres on this rail. And I was paddling a little bit. And then I thought I'll just stand on the rail again. I only got to about where my light is, and I went to stand on the rail and couldn't see it, so I thought, oh, how far down? And it was over the tips of my fingers. Yeah.
Wow. Always trying this one as well.
Warmer. On each 4 of their wings, they've got, it looks like a little eye. And when they feel threatened, they start to shiver. And that eye reflects, so anything that's coming to try and eat them gets deterred away because it's a reptile or something. When they get the light reflect, they turn.
We do a run around our place. As soon as the fig tree gets seeds, I think
Yeah. I've heard that the most humane way to get rid of them is get rid of them when they're before their eggs. You just pull them out of the water and then they, big stringy ones, and there's so many of them. You can see, I think there's another one of those tree roots. Too many in this section, thankfully.
it's a good crack in the roots.
Yeah.
It's just so amazing.
Well, that's
Really amazing.
Just turned onto the Savannah Way from the Lava Tubes, and what you're seeing in front of you is typically what the Savannah Way's been like so far ever since we left Atherton. And further on there's a couple of washouts, but yeah, the road is quite good so far. See what it's like later. They copped a bit of rain up here just recently, beside the road. So yeah, I'd say that all these rocks, rows of rocks, pushed up from when they put the road in.
Cool.
You can talk.
No, you can.
We're just coming into Mount Surprise on the outskirts. And yeah, they've turned this into a one-lane bridge. Like it should have always been a one-lane bridge. It's got some water damage to it as well. So it's just on the edge of Mount Surprise. Little creek going through it. No idea whether there'd be any crocs in there. I don't know. Wouldn't surprise me if there was. A little statue, Mount Surprise.
Well, welcome to Mount Surprise. It's a nice little spot. The locals are very friendly. They like dogs, which is really good.
The kangaroo. The train stops here overnight. It's a tourist train.
Yes.
Savannah Way.
The Savannah Lander, it's called.
Savannah Lander, yeah. And it stops, goes through on a Thursday, down a bit further, and then it comes back on a Friday. It comes back on a Thursday night and stops here. And people stay, I think they stay at the pub overnight.
Where do we
And
turn?
then continue on this morning. Just
So
here.
this is the start of the caravan park.
The bakery's still open.
Oh, good.
So it's dark up at the